Hi, DS. Today I would like to continue my topic on calculation of values, numerical values. We are on page 62 at the moment, and I would like to start with the first exercise because before we start, I would like to remind you these formulas which we are going to use here. We have used them previously in the previous sections also, but now we also tend to use them here, apply for calculations. And to tell the truth, we are not going to use the calculator. We are going to avoid using the calculator as much as possible in such exercises. So let's start. We start from the first exercise. The first exercise is calculate the numerical value for this expression divided by 51 squared minus 49. Of course, we know a squared minus b squared is a minus b equals b, so it is kind of 82 minus 18 times 82 times plus 18 divided by 51 minus 49 times 51 plus 49. So of course, it's easier to make these calculations. 82 minus 18 is 64 times 100 divided by 2 times 100. So hundreds are cancelled. We get 64 divided by 2, which makes it 32. So the correct answer is number 1, B, which is 32. We continue to the next one, another interesting one, which is number 5. There are some similar ones, so we pass over these similar ones, and I want to concentrate on the ones which have got the new meaning. But this is also of some type of expanded form. So we have to do just here in this expression, we have just to do some canceling. One of them is canceled, and we get actually 1.7 plus 3.7 here, which is together taken it is 5.4 divided 1.7 minus 3.7 is minus 2. So the answer is minus 2.7. This makes it as C. You can see the answer is C minus 2.7. Now we pass to the next one, which I would like to consider is number 6. It's 0.3 squared minus 1.3 squared divided by, there is a long squares here. Of course, it doesn't mean that, again, we have to add this to the calculator because we have got the formulas for simplification. That's why they use. So it's number 6. So here we have 0.3 minus 1.3 times 0.3 plus 1.3 divided by, you can see from denominator that it is 0.3 minus 1.3 squared. So it's equal. You can see 0.3 minus 1.6 minus 1 times 0.3 plus 1.6 divided by 0.3 minus 1.3. It is minus 1 squared. So minus 1 squared. So it is going to be, the answer in this case is going to be minus 1.6. So we have here the next one, which is number 7. It's also of interest here. 43 squared divided by 144 minus 43 times 31 divided by 72 plus 31 squared divided by 144. We can see that the common denominator here is 144. So if we write here 2 times and 2 times, then I suppose everything becomes clear. If we write the numerator here, it's going to be, you can see 43 squared, a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So it's kind of 43 minus 31 squared divided by 144. So this is going to be 43 minus 31 is, of course, 12. 12 squared is 144 divided 144. So it's going to be 100. So we continue with number 9 here. Number 9 is, again, we have to find some numerical value. We are given some expression here, which we have to calculate. Of course, the best thing here always is to factorize. So we have got m minus n equals to 7 and m minus k equals to 2. So from these two, by grouping symbols, we get k times m minus m times m minus n. So it's going to be m minus n times, because m minus n again is the common factor, k minus. This is this gives us the meaning m minus n equals to 7. It's 7 times. When we have m minus k equals to 2, we can change the places of k minus k and m. It will become k minus n. Then it's going to be minus 2. 7 times minus 2, which makes it minus 14. The answer is 8. Again, we might continue to the new one, which is number 12. Again, number 12 is a long expression. It's one of our long expressions. 93 cubed minus 7 cubed divided by 93 squared plus 7 times 93. The thing here is that 49, I'm going to write as 7 squared. I have got the meaning right place, you will see right now. And here 93 squared minus 7 squared divided by 86. It's going to be x squared. So a cubed minus b cubed is 93 minus 7 times, actually we are going to get the expression exactly which is in the denominator. We call it half square. So it's going to be 93 squared. It's sometimes called incomplete square. Plus, here we have got 93 minus 7, which is 86 times 93 plus 7, it is 100 divided by 86. Of course, we have got some very good canceling here. So 86 and 86. So we have here finally 93 minus 7 is going to be 86 plus, here we get 100, you can see, and the answer is 186. Now we continue with the next one, which is number 14. Number 14 is different from previous one, but again, the meaning here is to get as much possible the simplified forms, because we want here just some numerical values in the we have got x1 plus x2 equals to 5, and x1, x2 equals to 2. Of course, we will not care about x1 and x2, what they are numerical values. Sometimes in such exercises, it might be even difficult to consider this. What we do, we just factor out the common factors. You can see they are common factors here, so it's going to be x2 plus x1, or x1 plus x2, you might notice. So x1 cube, x2 cube is just 2 cube. You can see we have here this times number 5, because x1 plus x2 equals to 5. So it's going to be 8 times 5, which is 40. The answer is D, 40. Again, we continue the same way. We are going to come up to number 17. So it's going to be 14.5 cube minus 1.8 cube divided by 12.7 minus 14.5 square minus 1 minus 1.8 square. It's equal. Of course, with cubes, it's difficult, more difficult to work with cubes than with squares, but we have the formula here. We are going to apply the formula. It's going to be 14. It's going to be 14.5 minus 1.8 times 14.5 squared plus 14.5 times 1.8 plus 14.5 plus actually 1.8 squared. It's as we call incomplete square. So divided by 12.7 minus these expressions, which are 14.5 squared minus 1.8 squared. It's equal. So 14.5 minus 1.8, it's going to be 12.7, which obviously is cancelled with these. So they are cancelled. So what we have in the end, we have 14.5 squared plus 14.5 times 1.8 plus 1.8 squared. And obviously minus 14.5 squared minus 1.8 squared. So they are cancelled, 14.5 squares are cancelled, 1.8 squares are cancelled. What we have in the end, 14.5 times 1.8, which makes the answer as 26.1, which is the answer C. On this page, we have some more, just two more exercises. 21. We are given such an expression: 2x squared plus ax plus b. And what we need to find, we need to find a times b, given that this is correct. So we have to find a times b. How we can find a times b here? We are going to expand the bracket. It's going to be 2x squared minus 5x plus 6x minus 15. It's going to be 2x squared plus x minus 15. If we compare this one with this one, or if we equalize it, we can see that the coefficients here should be equal. So coefficient of x is 1. So a should be 1. 1 should be equal to a. And the coefficient is, independent coefficient is minus 15. It should be b. So we have a is 1 and b is minus 15. Obviously, their product should be minus 15, which is answer C. I would like to continue to the next one, number 23. And it is again the calculation of this time divided by 2 plus 4.55 squared divided by 2 plus 2.45 times 4.55, and this all in brackets times 2. So we can here, what is wise to do here? We can just multiply and open the brackets here. What we have, 2.45 squared. If you multiply all of them by 2, plus 4 times 55 squared, plus 2 times 245 times 455. And the answer is going to be, of course, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Again, the answer is 2 times 45 plus 4 times 55 squared. So we know that this expression inside is going to be 7. So it's going to be 7 squared, which is 49. The answer is 49. So I would like to thank for your attention for now. We'll continue the next video to the next exercises of the same topic. Thanks. Good luck and enjoy. See you.